Yeah, yeah. Skirt, skirt.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Lush Angler. As you know, every Wednesday I got popping videos for you, and today is no exception. I have my lovely guest here who I'll let her introduce herself.
Hey guys, hey, what's poppin'? I hope you're having a lovely day. My name's Yviona and I'm a musician, I'm an entertainer, and I'm here to entertain you. And I'm glad to be here.
Yay! Awesome. I'm glad to have you, girl.
Thank you.
So Yviona and I met during Kelele Sessions Black and Market Africa, and it was a great opportunity to hear your music for the first time, and supported an artist too. Got to support your music. So I was really moved by how Yviona has taken the challenge of actually building her career and is not scared to put herself out there. She will sell her music to any Tom, Dick and Harry and Jockey and Jonah, all of them. She will sell it to them. And I love that because I think for young people, one thing I feel like young people lack is resilience and persistency. Like if things get too hard, they're like, oh, I can't be bothered, and move on to the next. And you have to keep on going. How did you get into music, and why did you decide this is the career like you want to pursue?
I don't know, but I think it's just a passion. I think we're all born with something within us that knows what we're supposed to do in life. And sometimes we know it, sometimes we don't, but luckily I knew mine was music. And since I was young, I always loved to sing. I would record myself on my mom's phone. And I don't have a fancy story like, my mom was a
singer.
I mean, my mom was a singer, yeah.
Okay.
But like, it's not fancy in any way. Like, I don't know. Some guys' story are really fancy.
Yes.
My mom used to play the whatever.
Do you play instruments, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Percussions.
Okay.
And a bit of piano.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just knew I wanted to be a singer. I didn't know how I would get into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just found myself in it. My cousin sent me a beat. He was like, write for this beat, and the rest is history.
And that's just how you began. Do you have a musician you aspire to be like, or not be like, but like you see them and they like challenge you to do better as an artist?
Yeah, definitely Beyonce. I
Okay.
think because she's so hardworking and she seems to have everything figured out. And I think just most female musicians who have it figured out,
Yeah.
I want to be like them. I want to be rich and famous and popping.
And keep pushing. That's
Yeah.
important. How would you, I have to look here because that's where my questions are. How would you define your music or your sound, and how would you define yourself as an artist? Like, what do you want everyone to know who Yviona is? Okay, we can start with your music. Like, how would you define your music? What genre do you think it fits in, or?
Okay, I think primarily like my main genre is Afro because I'm an African. So it's Afro pop, Afro fusion, that kind of thing. But then I don't like to put myself in a box because I just like to explore different sounds. So I do reggae, rhythm, hip hop. I do literally any genre thrown at me. I'll just try it. I have an Indian song coming through.
For real?
Yeah, it's like Indian stroke hip hop. So it's like it starts off with an Indian vibe, then it's like boom boom, shake your booty.
I love it. How's that came about?
We were just in studio making beats. I was like, I like that. It was like, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Like boom, yeah. That's what
cool.
happens most times in studios.
Okay, and how would you define yourself as an artist? Like, so every, okay, let's take Janelle Monáe. Hers is like, she's always got the black and white and whatever, and always looks the same way. Like, how would you define yourself, or what's instinctively you? Like, when people see that, they see, what's your signature, do you think? Are you still trying to discover it?
I think I am because I borrow so much from different artists, and I'll see this and like it, borrow that, whether it's voice or how I'm gonna sing, how I'm gonna do my runs. I'm gonna borrow something from Jenny Aiko, something from Ariana, something from the guys I look up to.
Yeah.
So I can't say I have my sound yet.
Yes.
But maybe as people will listen to me, maybe they might know.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes your fans define you more than you define yourself.
True.
what are the challenges you faced as a musician, and especially as a young musician, and then to add on top of that, a female artist?
Okay, as a young musician, I think the first thing is naivety. We're so naive. We don't know what goes into the industry, what's expected of us. So we end up making lots of mistakes, which is allowed in terms of, let's say, getting gigs or how to present yourself, branding yourself and stuff like that. It's allowed, you know, but I think it's a huge challenge. We don't have mentors. Most times we're viewed as competition. It's like, even honestly, I think it's just human. Because even me, sometimes it's like, I see someone who's, you know, younger and like pop, it's like, wow, chill.
Yeah. Don't steal my thunder.
Yeah, but like, no, but I'm sure when I get there, I would obviously want to mentor, you know, young artists. But
do you have people like messaging you on your DM?
I do. Just yesterday, a lady texted me. She's like, "Teach me how to sing and blah blah." So I was like, "I don't know, girl. Just here's my producer's number. You know, call my producer, link them up, let them do their thing."
Yeah,
I don't know about
practice,
teaching. Yeah, but I think I just tell people, you know what? If you want something that bad, like if you want to learn how to sing, just go on YouTube. Look at runs, because that's how I started developing my voice. I'd go on YouTube because I used to be told, I knew I could sing, but then when I record, a producer tells me like, no, not yet. I'm like, why? But I can sing. So I was like, you know what? I need to learn how to sing better.
Okay.
So I went on YouTube, got, you know, like watched people do runs, try the runs, and like do all that stuff. So I think in life, anything is just like your initiative. Just do it regardless of all the challenges. So I mean, if you come at me and ask me, I'll help you definitely, but at the end of the day, it's upon you to really push for yourself.
Take the opportunity to push. And do you have like challenges to getting your music out there with DJs in clubs or in radios? Like how do you spearhead your music without, I guess, like you have to do it yourself as much as you might be under a label or whatever, but you have to push it yourself. What are the challenges that you go through as an artist? If you want to enter a club and hear the song, is it that you kind of have to befriend all these DJs, or how do you go about it? What are the challenges around that?
Okay, that's definitely one thing I haven't figured out yet, because I don't know how to do it. But I think people have their formulas. I don't know it yet, because I just literally walk into a club and I'm like, yo, play my song, here's my song.
I think that works. That's the beginning of a formula.
It does, but then it's like, how many clubs are you gonna need to go to? All the DJs you're gonna need to talk to, like it's a lot, you know, and you can do it, but then like, girl,
but
you're not.
I know it's hard. But when you did try that, did the DJ play your song?
All the time.
DJ that's a song.
Yeah. The DJ actually plays the song. You know, it's nice. Sometimes you buy them soda or, you know, alcohol.
Yes.
And then they play a song. I guess it's what you have to do. Just gotta do it. It's the beta trick.
And also, like, listening to a club, then you can see if it works, because there's I imagine when you're making your song, there's something in your head, you're like, you imagine how someone would be dancing to it, and so now you visually see your song come alive in a different way, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So it's quite hard getting DJs to play our songs when you're not popular. So I think the first step should be getting your song played on TV and radio and all that. Then the DJs will pick it there.
Do you think social media has like helped you push yourself as a female artist further than you would have maybe if that wasn't an avenue you could use? Do you think that's helped you right now?
Definitely. Social media is the plug, you guys, honestly. I literally got a sponsorship because of social media.
That's
like
good.
Money in my bank because of social media. And so many more opportunities, gigs, people discover you on social media. So I tell you, like, be super active on social media. I mean, internet is available in most places, so just like be aggressive on social media, present yourself well, and just like do your thing on social media. That's today's world. It's basically hooked up in
Someone said it's a village. Like it's a new village, right? Because you can talk to someone in Iran or Iraq when you're just in Kenya. Dope. Now, one thing I did say is one of her stories that really caught my eye is that she will go to CBD town I don't know, high street, whatever you want to call it, and she will literally stand and sell her CDs. Do you know how like difficult that is to put yourself out there? It's because you feel like everyone's judging you, and
I know,
and like belittling, like people think you're belittling yourself, but hey, if I don't put myself out there to people that I probably don't follow me on social media, don't even know if I exist, probably don't even follow social media, and they could be the type of person who could be the choice that you make to the where you really want to be. And I really admire that. So like, what's your vision for yourself as a kid? Like, how can you tell another artist to do the same? And like, what goes in your mind when you're standing in the streets? And like, what's your bigger picture for yourself?
Okay, so honestly, the first thing I think I can say to that is that going on the streets, at first it was really easy for me because I was doing it for me and for my mom. My mom was like, you go out and sell CDs, it's gonna make you money, because like, I've been financing your music for so long, there's no fruits, do something.
Yeah.
So she sent me some cash, told me go print, blah blah blah. So I went and did it. At first I was like, I'm making my mama proud, you know?
Yeah.
But then with time, as my social media grew and everything, it's like, oh my god, I feel so embarrassed. Oh my god, like, I can't believe I'm doing this, like, as in, you know? So I stopped selling for a while because I started feeling like, I don't know.
Yes.
You know? But then I think the most important thing is to remember that if you don't make a voice for yourself, no one will really care if you exist or not. Everything else will carry on. People will still be entertained and all that stuff. So I think worrying about what people think and what people say and all that, I think that's one of the biggest hindrances to achieving your dreams. Like, just block out everything, because whether you make it or not, they will not care. So I think that took me back to go back and start selling. I started going to Kiza. Now I started doing it smarter, because like when I sell at Kiza and B Club and stuff like that, it's 1,000 more, so it's more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's I just need to carry like 10 or 20 and I'm good for the week.
Yes.
You know, as opposed to selling the CBD every single day,
Yeah.
and then, you know, started noticing that, you know, I mean, if you're all out there every day, and then, I mean, it's not a problem, but then, I don't know, just figure out a smarter way that you can do your thing and still make your money and still build your brand and still benefit both sides. If you're just starting, don't be embarrassed. Go and do it and do it.
Put yourself out there. Be
Yeah.
willing to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
What's your bigger vision for yourself? Like, where do you see yourself in? Like, who is Yviona gonna be in 5 years' time?
Hopefully, I just pray that I'm gonna be on a big stage, probably performing at Coachella. You know, dream big.
Love that. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with dreaming big. Like, we had this conversation earlier with CJ, and we were just saying, like, first, write these things down is one thing I was saying, and I've said that in my previous videos. Like, dreaming big never hurt nobody. It never hurt nobody, and so that's a valid dream, and I swear, I hope to God it comes to pass.
Amen.
Yeah.
So I want to be on big stages. I definitely see myself being a more professional performer. I have a lot of growing to do. More money, you know.
More money.
More money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be rocking these human hair waves. I'm not trying to be vain, but you know, girl. So yeah, and I don't know. I haven't thought about this, but I'm just thinking about it now. Like, I'll probably have a baby. I don't know. 5 years, I'll be 28. I'm gonna need a baby. I don't get.
Okay.
Maybe married. I don't know. Maybe not. Now that I think about it, it's crazy actually. So just hold that thought.
On your lips to God. Yes. But we won't be seeing you in bigger stages.
Yeah, and building my mom a huge house, a huge house that she can't even walk without like breathing.
I love
Just be
it.
like, woo! Yeah.
I really hope your dreams come true.
Amen.
If you, with all that you've known now in the last 4 years, as building yourself as an artist, there's someone who's watching this who's also trying or either started. With all that you know now, what would you tell someone what would you tell them? How would you tell them to go about it with all that you've learned?
Honestly, I'd say the first thing, just put God first, because if you don't do that, then everything else you're doing is just nothing. So if you put God first, He's going to order your steps. He'll lead you to the right people at the right time. You don't need to be struggling and fighting to make it. Just relax, breathe, put God first. That means do your prayers, read your Bible, go to church, ask God, what do you want me to do? And I think after that, everything else will fall into place. But practically as well, as a musician or any other career, my first advice is just like, invest in your art, because so many people don't invest in their art and they expect returns. It's the natural law. What you put in is what you get out. So invest in your art and you'll make it just keep going. Consistency, persistence, you'll make it.
I love that, Miss Profound Think over here. Just to add on to what she said, actually, there's a divine order to things, right? So B can never come before A, and 2 can never come before 1. So you have to take those divine steps, and that only comes about when you have your conversations with God.
Yeah.
Lastly, what are we to expect from you this year? I know you have an album out.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? Okay, go on, tell us.
I have a lot, guys. Honestly, I'm busting. So I have a song with King Kaka. It's dropping in July. I have 2 projects. That's one is called Summertime. It's been produced by, the shorty who sang I'm the best. Now her producer.
Okay.
Yeah, he got to me via Instagram, which is awesome. So use
social media. Okay.
Yeah, so I have that song coming up on July 12th. I have a video dropping on July 27th, and I actually have a show as well.
Okay.
July 27th. That's Karen Water Sports. So it's called Whiskey Barrels. Make sure you guys come through. After that, I have another song, the Indian song I was telling you about.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Yeah, and I have another collabo with Master Gazi. That's Battle Rankings producer. So.
Yay! I love it. Big things popping.
Yeah.
And your album, where can people get your album? Show us your album.
Okay.
So how do we say this? Is it in French?
Yeah. This is cerise. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's how I say it.
Yeah.
It means color pink. To me, this was just like, I didn't want anything too deep because it was just a bubbly album to just show people the different types of genres I can do and just, get to know me more. So you can get me at the CBD almost every day. Not almost every day, girls. I told you the story. Like, once in a while you'll catch me at the CBD, but
they can DM you, they can message you.
You can DM me, but like most weekends you can catch me at Kiza, Galana Plaza, Westlands. I'm always there. Like today I'm going to be at Kiza, so catch me there.
Yes.
And it's going for only 300 bob at the CBD. That's the advantage. At Kiza, 1,000 bob because you're the ballers. So yeah.
Oh my guys are ballers. Hey, I love it.
Yeah.
Keep hustling. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. And I love that you've brought up the idea of social media. In fact, next week we'll have a video with Jay. We talk about the power of social media influence, and I think there's so much to be learned from what you've said today and what you've shared, and I know big things are popping, girl.
Amen.
So keep doing it.
Yeah.
So be sure to tune in next Wednesday to see how you can make money as a social media influencer. Take care. Bye.